Tes 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 tes. Tes tas tes tas tes. Tes tas tes tas tes. Oh, udah. Oke. Tes tas tes, mantap. Mantap betul. Lah. What? Oh no. Tidak, HP ku mati. No. No. Aduh, salah lagi. Tereh. Aduh, salah lagi. No. No. Lah. Welcome teman-teman yang sudah mau mampir. Cek. Cek. Tes.
Kecil lo harus ngeliatin. Mau kali no.
Tes. Tes teman-teman, tes. Oke, gas.
Next on the agenda.
Koneksiku ngelek ah.
We're way behind schedule.
Lah. Udah mentok.
There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Halo Bang Dik. Widih, udah siap terawih Bang?
It's so nice to de-stress.
Mantap. Bang, aku telat nggak? Enggak Bang, baru main nih, baru mulai. Jadi jaringannya agak error tadi. Tak kenapa. Duh, aku harus ngapain dulu ya? Misi dulu. Belum misi sama sekali. Lah kok gini sih? Nah. Udah terawih Bang, wis mantap. Mantap. Kalau udah terawih kan enak nih. Bisa ini ya. Bentar ada panggilan alam, bentar ya. Tunggu ya Bang.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Tes. Sorry bang, nama lu Alam. Alam anjir. Alam. Namaku bukan Alam bang. Bang, situ tahu terawih lama ya? Aku terawih di sana nggak lama-lama amat ya bang. Biasa aja sih. Cuman 10 rakaat, 10 rakaat, 10 apa 10, 11 rakaat ya bang. Bang, terawih situ lama nggak bang?
Healthy body, healthy mind.
Heavy mind, aduh.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda. We're way behind.
Cibaku Tensei. Duar. Bang, 12 gue 12 rakaat. Oh, sama dong bang. Aku 12 juga ya. Kayaknya 12 juga ya, sama kita bang. Wah, jodoh kan ini bang. Aduh, nggak kena burik nih, ayam burik. Terus ngaji ini lagi di musola. Wih, wah, nonton sambil ini bang, sambil ngaji, buset. Ngaji dulu bang. Aduh, aku dipukul, aku kocak emang.
Shine down.
Aduh, nggak kena ayam. Buset lah.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Inazuma shines eternal.
Halo, Pani. Apa kabar? Udah selesai terawih? Ngantri ngaji lah bang. Ngantri ngaji sambil nonton ya. Mana yang lain? Nggak tahu bang yang lain. Pada ini mungkin ngaji juga. Yuk kita ramaikan. PD asik. Ini mainnya gamenya nggak game horror bang. Ini gamenya game santuy. Udah horror. Saya ini capek horror itu. Udah mau horror lagi. Gak mau main game horror, udahlah. Tamat game horror. Cimo, Nazuma turning tab. Mana ya? Sini. Misiku belum kelar semua, aku harus kelarin baru misi cerita. Apa lagi nih? Oh, di sini toh. Aduh, 5 sekali nih misinya. Lah, aduh salah dong. Lah, ulti, kocak. Lah, ini gimana caranya? Langsung satu peta. Oh, satu peta, kocak lah. Bang, lu sekolah mana? Siapa tahu lu tahu sama bang gue, anjay. Kita beda dimensi bang, tidak sama sekolah kita. Aduh, kocak. Oh, R2. R2 ya kan. Wah. Kalau tempat sekolahku Suzuran bang. Sekolah itu abangnya Bang Dik di mana, Bang? Mana lagi ya di sini ya? Ah,
Order guide you.
Shine down, born of ice and frost.
lah salah tuh. Makan tuh.
This is long overdue.
Silon overdue.
Gather.
Illusion shattered. No touching. Going in. Inazuma shines eternal.
Ya ampun, sama listrik. Ya. Aduh.
Stabilize. This is order.
This is
Born
order.
of ice and frost.
Lah. Aduh, meleset lagi. Seperti biasa, aim burik. Ya ampun. Joget-joget dong. Jangan joget ucak.
Solidify.
Ah, mati lah. Bang, Genshin online atau offline? Genshin ini, Masya Allah impact. Nah. Bang main kah bang? Bang, welcome back. Zero gamer, halo bang. Zero gamer. Welcome bang, makasih ya udah mampir bang. Nih bang, ini kah bang cheater, bocil cheater lagi kah? Kalau bener buset, akunnya banyak buset. Online bang. Nah ya memang Genshin online, online maksudnya. Gue main Genshin, gue nggak main Genshin. Oh alah, apa bang, nggak main pun nggak apa-apa. Ini gamenya agak juga ini bang. Tergantung sih. Serunya itu cerita ya bang.
Let's light it up.
Pokoknya nafsu gacha bang.
Now you shall perish.
Gacha tidak boleh, gacha haram.
There is no escape.
Stabilize.
For Rex Lapis. Access denied.
Order guide you.
Torn to oblivion.
Mana musuhnya? Mati.
Gather.
Oke, kelar. Udah perut kenyang lagi. Salah dong ngambil dia.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Oke, dapat tuh.
Ad Astra.
Bang main pau. Oh ini si Teguh nih rekomendasi nih. Teguh sesat emang. Main pau. Aku udah tamat dah main pau. Pauku tuh udah jadi ini. Udah jadi keras, kayaknya membatu. Oke, mantap. Aku ini dulu ya, bentar domain dulu. Domain dulu ya teman-teman. Teguh telat nggak bang? Aduh, pas kali mau diomongin datang dia orangnya, panjang umur. Nggak bang, nggak telat bang. Turu bang, mau turu bang. Kepake ini ya.
What's your battle plan?
Nih kater tuh sakit aku nih. Ini karakter bagiku, karakter yang OP bagiku ya. Karakter OP karena kentut dia damage-nya besar ya. Baunya minta ampun.
More speed.
Jangan mulai. Oh, jangan bilang mulai ya. Udah nih aku tunggu nih. Si Pani mau join nih nampaknya. Pani beban. Pani beban kocak. Ya udah sini Pani kalau mau join. Mabar nggak bang? Mabar. Oh, sini mabar, boleh mabar. Sini mabar. Sini kalau mau mabar nih. Silahkan masuk teman-teman. Paha Eula kalah dengan ketiak Yenhe. Apa nih? Wow, Teguh sus. Untung udah buka puasa. Alhamdulillah. Jangan sesat Teguh. Kekuatan maksudnya. Oh iya betul. Kekuatannya emang lebih ini. Enggak Teguh. Oh Eula lah lebih besar kekuatannya. Lebih ini. Aduh ultinya. Wah putih gitu ultinya. Mana Pak nih? Sini join. Teguh ini mau si Pani mau join soalnya dia. Udah mau join silahkan. Suspenom sus si Teguh sus ya teman-teman si Teguh. Bentar aku keluar dulu ya. Keluar dulu, ngapain putar-putar aku ya. Kocak gabut kali ya. Kapan main po bang? Tuh kan main po terus nih. Pen join bang. Ya udah join sini, join Teguh. Kalau bisa ya Teguh. Ini hanya orang-orang yang ini apa namanya, yang mitik yang bisa join sini. Kalau yang epic abadi tidak bisa ya. Nih pakai Eula nih. Ganti. Mending Eula apa ini teman-teman? Hutau. Mending Eula apa Hutau teman-teman? Eula apa Hutau? Bang, gue download Genshin. Wih di download lah bang, download. Mantap bang, download. Kalau orang bang baru main bang, itu dulu bang. Nyelesain cerita dulu bang. Ganti. Nah. Oke. Mending Shogun. Oh, Shogun. Enggak, Shogun burik. Shogun burik ya, teman-teman. Sini. Aku bersama Ayato ya.
This is order.
Everybody stand back!
Bang, main game toxic. Tidak bisa untuk saat ini. Aku sudah insaf. Main game toxic sudah insaf.
I condemn you!
Reset itu ayatnya. Tuh putih-putihnya itu loh, mengagumkan. Ayolah bang. Tidak boleh ya Teguh, bulan puasa tidak boleh main toxic ya. Harus GB pahala ya. Jangan lupa di like ya guys, weh. Mantap. Pani, kamu juga jangan lupa kocak. Yok toxic. Wah, parah. Bukan GB pala malah GB ini, GB susah.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Wah, potensi.
Light it up! Let us talk!
Aduh, nggak mempan lagi. Ya ampun. No. Toxic bang. Tidak untuk saat ini bang. Aku udah like. Weh, makasih ya Teguh. Sayang Teguh. Aku sayang Teguh. Lu yang cuma nonton gak like, gak subscribe. Wah, gue tuh dengar itu kata si Dik tuh, Bang Dik. Nenek, dalah bang. Sus, Venom sus lah, aku sus. Oke, lanjut lagi nih. Bukan sus, udah subscribe bang. Oke, mantep bang Teguh. Malah nge-gay. Bukan weh, parah malah nge-gay. Bukan gay, itu wajar aja tuh. Saling menyayangi itu udah lumrah ya. Nama gue Diksta bang. Diksta nama apanya bang? Nama Genshin kah?
More speed!
This is order.
Kamisato swing.
Vengeance will be mine! Crush! More speed!
Will have order.
Light it up!
Ragil awalnya juga bercanda nom.
Beg for mercy!
Anjir sama nama Ragil, nama asli bang. Oh nama asli bang, Bang Diksta. Walah. Oke lah, aku panggilnya Bang Dik apa Bang Dista nih bang. Wah ada Ayatot. Ada Ayatot. Tersipani ngamuk loh. Hah, lumayan lah ini. Lumayan lah ini teman-teman dapatnya. Udah ampas-ampas amat.
More speed!
Salah kau gue nge-gay. Kota gue habis. Wak. Wanjir pakai kota. Bang, nggak ada wifi bang. Kalau habis bang jangan bang, bahaya bang. Ini kalau nonton live streaming bahaya habisnya bang.
More speed! Shudder!
Mau gacha momi Ayaka.
Eye for an eye!
Anjir momi.
Teamwork is
Parah situ gue. Sus. Pan masih itu masih anak-anak anak-anak masih ya itu. Terserah panggil gue Dik atau Dikta. Oh. Oke, Bang. GG Dikta.
Beg for mercy.
Oh. Yang kena. Cross. Up.
Shudder.
Wih. GG nggak guna. Nah ya itu arti GG. Itu Dik itu bukannya itu ya. Sesat lagi. Si Teguh memang ya sesat. Mending Diktacan. Diktacan ya. G terus go anjir. G. Apa nih? Woi sini. Lah dia nggak terima ya. Nah.
More speed.
Jangan cemburu Mbak Pani. Jangan cemburu. Sini adu mekanik ayat tot. Teguh ini nih. Waduh mekanik sama si Pani ya. Wah kameranya perfect. Hah? Kamera apa ya nih? Di channel maksud gugup. Di channel. Apa itu? Punya channel gak bang? Kami satu art. Swing. Oke.
More speed.
Dua lagi. Tunggu, aku mau keluar dulu mau buat. Oh, lumayan apa nih? Ya, burik dapatnya. Ya, alhamdulillah. Spot kamera EULA maksudnya, Bang. Apa nih? Sus. Apa yang Teguh lihat nih? Parah emang. Teguh sus. Apa yang dilihatnya gara-gara Teguh aku nyusup. Harusnya level 50 dik. Tunggu aku mau in dulu. Bentar ya. Mau iniin level dunia kamu masih rendah kalau baru download. Nah, oh iya harus ini dulu. Itu crit damage dikorbankan aja. Palamu. Maaf ya ngegas ya. Kalah kok nyalahin orang noob. Gak gacha bang. Oh mau gacha kah? Mau lihat kah? Mau lihat gacha kah? Sah. Gacha nggak? Tidak lah. Arom. Naik. Arom gua rom. Saya tidak mau menggacha. Apa itu gacha? Tidak mengerti gacha. Gimana sih ini? Gulu punya Genshin. Dia punya itu bang Genshin. Pengoleksi ini tante-tante dan sus. Masih 46 wak jarang main. Bohong, yakin jarang main. Aku pakai auto dulu lah. Udah. Bang ketemu Signo Raja. Signora sudah jadi abu. Tidak ada Signora, udah jadi abu dia. Aduh, artefak ganti dulu. Ini artefaknya ganti sama ini. Nah, ini ganti sama ini udah betul. Ini ganti. Harus nih apa nih? Emang lama ya levelnya naik. Lumayan bang. Harusnya niat dik wak. Apalagi level baru misinya sejati. Ya elah. Ya sabar bang. Main aja bang, enak kok nih Genshin Impact nih. Ceritanya itu loh menarik bang.
This is order.
Aku login, wanjay login.
Order got you.
Oh, udah gacu. Aduh, si Pani kocak nih, si darah tahu penuh lagi. Sampai. Oke. Aduh, burik ya. Aduh, burik ya. Burik ya artefaknya. Burik ya dong. Go.
This is order. Solidify.
Summon the fight. Aduh lah.
Mind the danger. I will have order.
Ayo bang, game toxic. Game toxic nih. Tidak ya, adik teguh. Tidak ya adik teguh.
Still. Stabilize.
Tidak, pasti tidak main game toxic. Tidak mau main game toxic, soalnya mau GB pahala dulu. Aduh, plastikku kocak, mau jalan sendiri. No, Huto, woi, kenapa jalan sendiri kocak? Bentar ya teman-teman, ini lagi bermasalah. Huto aku lagi jalan sendiri, kocak lah. Aduh, malah ngangkut lagi. Udah lah, bye bye dunia, bye. Ini stick ini nih, aduh, stick PS2 burik ya. Aku stick om ku pinjam ya. Aduh burik, udahlah. Udah burik. Tidak, udah burik. Sudah main toxic. No. Udah ini. Makasih ya Pani. Thank you. Udah mau ini bantu. Aku kick dulu, bismillah. Gak keluar loh, kocak. Gak bisa di kick. What happened ya? Wah tuh si Pani cheat deh. Gak bisa di kick. Nah, bisa nih. Bang, lu nggak ngaji, Bang. Aku ngaji kok. Tapi agak ini. Agak jarang ya. Astagfirullah. Tapi ngaji subuh-subuh sih bang. Nggak ini. Nggak habis sholat asar. Sholat asar. Habis sholat ini. Habis sholat apa nih? Aduh lupa lagi. Sholat isya ya. Mau sholat raweh ya. Ini aku misi cerita dulu ya teman-teman. Ntar ya misi cerita ya teman-teman. Yang ditiru ya adik-adik. Ya adik-adik gak boleh tiru aku. Harus ngaji ya. Setiap subuh siap sholat tuh ngaji ya. Biar cepat tamat kan. Lebih bagus tamatin itu daripada tamatkan Resident Evil. Itu lebih bagus tamatin Al-Quran. Ke misi cerita dulu ya. Mana misi cerita nih? Nazuma. Nah. Bang, lu level berapa? Aku levelku 50, Bang. 55, Bang. 56, Bang. Misi cerita dulu ya. Ini misi cerita. Ini bisa nggak ya? Kamu harus menyelesaikan sisa bunga biru lah. Bunga biru. Oh ini ya. Udah aku selesaikan dulu ya. Saya bunga. Aduh, pukul jam. Untung punya ini kan, punya pengendali waktu kan, Zawarudo. Lah, aku ini. Jam 8. Ini jam 8. Ah nih. Zawarudo, Tokyo Tomare. Nah. Kling. Kapal penumpang dari Liwe harus kita temuin, bakal segera datang. Ayo kita pergi ke dermaga. Oke. Kamu tahu kalau Singko ada di kapal kan? Jadi kita harus hati-hati, jangan sampai keceplosan apapun tentang masalah curi itu. Kok jauh ya? Jauh dong sini lah. Hai there, kalian pasti datang dari Lue buat mengikuti festival Dora. Kami bakal menjadi pemandu kalian dan membawa kalian masuk ke pulau. Ini cuma perasaan Paimon saja atau memang sebelumnya kita sudah pernah ketemu? Ini ingat aku nih, enggak lupa. Bang, gue pulang dulu, udah bubar. Oke, hati-hati ya, Bang Dik. Haha, betul, memang kita sudah pernah ketemu sebelumnya. Aku sudah review Senguil kami gelombang kapal terdiri 5 kaligrafi pelukis bahkan pemain dari Genshin. Dulu penemu titer Machinus pernah datang ke film Senguil untuk mencari, kemudian itu tidak tetap. Tuan masih ingin mendukung mereka.
We heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at the Iridori Festival. So the guild manager instructed Master and I to take the opportunity to come to Inazuma and investigate the product's potential.
Oh, speaking of which, where's the young master?
Master, he's
Singku.
Whoa,
Tidur di sana, tiduran.
sound asleep.
Buset, sampai tidur.
What? Oh. It's the traveler in Paimon. I presume you are guests in Inazuma as well.
Menulis agar
It
kita
seems
masih bisa
fate
bertemu
has
lagi.
destined our paths to cross once again.
Oh, we aren't actually
Ini
guests.
nggak
We're
mungkin
actually
sebagai tamu sih kami
guides for the Iridori
karena
Festival.
Singku, apa kabar kamu?
Please, no need to worry. I was a little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here. When I finally realized what time it was, the first rays of dawn were already peeking over the horizon. Yes, now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation letter. Let's keep it in hand, shall we?
Mau di spoiler nggak, Bang? Nggak. Sana spoiler.
That's odd.
Hah, kok aneh ya?
There was a piece of paper
Terus
underneath my
cek ke
bag.
bawah tasku aneh. Aku sama sekali tidak ingat
I don't
benda ini ada
recall
di sebelum.
seeing it there before.
Bang, aku main. Ya udah main, Bang.
Ooh, let Paimon have a look.
Apa nih? Di sudah mengenai teman puisi yang aku tahu betapa sedihnya berapa di panggung. Nah, udah. Oh gitu, Pak. Oh, nggak dilakukan lagi.
It's from the same series as the
Jadi
story
Singku
we
itu
found
bacot.
before.
Fanny
The
bacot.
handwriting looks exactly
Parah.
the same.
Spoiler. Diragukan lagi, surat ini adalah seri yang sama dengan cerita yang kami temuin sebelumnya. Bahkan gaya tulisannya saja sama persis.
The story you found
Cerita yang kalian
before?
temukan sebelumnya.
Oh yeah.
Ya,
And the
di
one
gudang
house
ada
down by
di Papaimon parah ya. Lanjut part 2. Udah bikin TikTok aja kamu Pani.
competition.
Oh, yang ada di kompetisi berburu puisi.
Yeah, that's it.
Ya
A
begitu
friend of
ceritanya.
ours
Jadi
is on
seorang
Rito to
teman
paint
kami
portraits
Rito
of the
yang
five
bertugas untuk
Kasih.
terima kasih.
You know, as part of the Iridori Festival.
Pertama, guys.
Poetic stories about the five Kasin have been hidden. If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance you'll become the
Model portrait
model for the
saja.
next portrait.
Wait a moment.
Sebentar,
So
jadi
you
maksudmu?
mean that?
Buat dia jadi curiga sama kita. Paimon cerita perbuatan kamu kacau sekali. Ya. Emang kamu pikir gampang kalau cerita tiba-tiba kayak gitu? Ya Paimon emang.
There's a chance of meeting Kelks in person?
Jalan langsung. Ya betul. Oh iya, tetap saja begitu. Oh rupa bukan.
You could say that.
Really? That's
Gugup sekali
wonderful.
aku tahu kalau
I knew that Kelks would
menghadiri
attend the
festival itu.
Irodori Festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma was proving to be quite the high hurdle. I had to really rack my mind to come up with the excuse of evaluating the investment value of Theater Mechanicus. Just a few days later, word then came that Kelks would be busy painting portraits of the five Kasen during the festival.
Sama festival.
It is a most rare opportunity for both Kelks and I to be in Inazuma together, but it seemed he would be too busy with the portraits to meet with me. So, I felt quite disappointed for some time now.
Don't worry, Shinjo. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him right now. Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Ah, so you've already heard. To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue. However, the novels are selling quite well in Inazuma with the help of Kelks's beautiful illustrations.
Klaks itu si Albudi.
Kelks is not only a skilled artist, but he also carries out his craft with great alacrity. I heard that it took him merely a few hours to finish the illustrations for the latest chapter.
Dan dengan sangat sigap dan benar-benar dia hanya betul-betul saja untuk meski
But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed. His work is truly exquisite. Oh my, I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart, quickly now.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw
Dapatin
Shinjo's
Singku dan bikin
attention
dia
and
bilang
keep
nggak
the
begitu
situation
buang kita
under
aja
wraps.
nanti pas ketemu Albedo
Let's just
hati
hope
jangan
they
sampai
don't
kita
plan
keceplosan.
anything well needed
Paling dia
Albedo.
sendiri yang ceplosan kocak lah. Saku nggak biru dimulai. Bang, kenapa bebek itu enak? Keren ya, akalu gak ada B-nya jadi E. Ini si Teguh nih ngapain komen di sini kocak. Teguh. Kemana nih? Lah? Cinta.
Traveler,
Ya,
Paimon.
Paimon,
How are you?
Bisa orang langsung kalian.
And who is this accompanying you?
You must be Kelks. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, forgive me.
Mas buat
It's rude of
tindakan
me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in
aku
person.
saat bertemu langsung.
Please, call me Singcho.
Singku.
And you may call me Albedo then.
Albedo.
No, that would be most improper.
Why not? Seeing as we're both
Dan
friends of the
berhubung
traveler,
kita juga sama
it'd
teman
be
yang
more
Google,
convenient for us to
sepertinya
use our
lebih
real
akrab
names.
lagi. Teman Google nih. Sepertinya akrab lagi kita untuk saling berkenalan menggunakan nama.
Besides, We've
Sudah,
already
sudah,
corresponded with each
sudah
other
sama.
many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Shinjo act this awkward before either.
You guys, it's certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me like that. Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Poem hunt?
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the 5 Kasin? Venti found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your portraits.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Menunjukkan potong kertasnya itu bukan lesingku.
Oh, I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
Oh, well, about that.
Do you have other plans, Shinjo?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi chasuke is quite delicious. Would you like to go there?
Shimura's. Unfortunately, today is a bit windy. How about Uyu Restaurant instead?
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later at Uyu Restaurant.
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Huh? No way.
Kalau Paimon justru merasa kita sudah sendi aura dan cantik emangnya kita selain seragam.
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
Huh? Shinjo's suspicious? Hey, what are you two talking about?
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Shincho on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Read them together? Let's see. Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person. Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend of Sword is Shinjo himself?
Pencurinya singgung.
No way! That can't be right! Shinjo only arrived in Inazuma this morning!
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Shincho had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's chasuke? Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
Are you saying that Shinjo has already been in Inazuma for some time? And that he's only pretending he just arrived?
Yes, that is indeed my conclusion.
But how could Shinjo be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice, isn't it? There's no way he'd do something against his own ideals.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Shincho in person, we've communicated via letters for some time now. I do have some understanding of his character.
Cukup amakan kakak.
I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Itu karena adanya sebuah ancaman.
Could
Gue adalah
Shinjo
bahaya.
be dangerous?
Bang, gue main Genshin lama download datanya. Iya bang, besar loh ini datanya.
It's difficult to say at this
Terus
point.
kita masih sulit untuk mengambil
That's given
kesimpulan
that Uyu Restaurant
sampai
is
saat ini.
indoors,
Tapi berhubungan
it'll be
Uyu
easy for
restoran
us to detect anyone
bertempatan di
following
dalam
or
ruangan
eavesdropping on
minimal
us.
lebih mudah bagi kita
I think
untuk
it should be safe for us
mendeteksi
to talk
siapapun yang membuktikan ataupun memimpin kita. Kita akan aman untuk berbincang-bincang di sini.
I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter.
Untuk
Good.
nah, kalau
Let's
kita
head to
banget
Uyu
dulu.
Restaurant.
Mencurigakan. Si ini nih, Singku ini pasti dia pelakunya nih. Karena akalu nggak B-nya jadi bang open joki gak. Si Teguh ini ngapain lagi, kocak emang. Teguh ngapain?
I don't see anyone suspicious around. It seems clear for the moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
Oh, this whole thing's starting to make Paimon a little nervous. What do we do? And what do we
Bang,
talk
masih lama
about when
live-nya.
Xingqiu gets here?
Masih kok bang.
First, we must ascertain
harus
whether
memastikan
Xingqiu
apa
was
itu.
already in Inazuma or not.
Kita bisa
If we
menemukan.
can find evidence of him deceiving us, then we can use it
Bang,
as
besok
leverage
main
to persuade
ML.
him to tell us the truth.
Aku kalau bisa mau main bang, cuman nggak ngerti cara ini ya. Harus pakai itu bang. Satu ini lagi, harus satu device lagi. Ya, ntar lah lihat dulu bang. Aku mau pengen main ML kok. Menemukan bukti dia menipu kita, maka kita bisa menggunakan sebagai juga mengungkapkan fakta.
Since we're still waiting for him,
Kita masih
why don't you go
menunggunya.
and chat with
Coba
other
aja.
guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything useful?
Ini si Singku nih pakunya ya.
Albedo, what should we
Yang
talk
harus
about
kita
when
obrolin.
Xingqiu gets here?
Bang, besok mabar live
Any
ML
ideas?
kayaknya nggak bisa bang, soalnya nggak tahu cara ini ya live-innya. Abedo, apa yang harus kita obrolin kalau nanti Singku sudah datang? Ada ide apa ya? Kita akan mencarikan
I
suasana
will try to
batin.
break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations. If he really is hiding something, then he might
Hendak
feel even more
menyembunyikan
nervous
sesuatu,
than we
maka
do.
dia yang mungkin merasa
If we start by
lebih
talking about
begitu.
our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
Kalau dia bisa menjadi tengah.
Oh, come to think of it, Xingqiu mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they looked amazing despite the time you had.
Nggak kelihatan. Kayaknya dikerjain nih.
Is that so?
Bener kah? Udah saya ini.
That is
sudah
also a
MP.
very valuable clue.
The last phase of the Irodori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to
Tanda
become
tangan
quite the
sampai
collectible.
untuk di
I've
kelas
got to
pos.
get my hands on a copy.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is
Zenyu
super
sebelumnya
neat. He must
tulisan
be
di tangannya
really
sangat
diligent
rapi
about
dan
his
gaya
style.
itu seruan dia menulis. Bang, aku download data Genshin sambil nonton live lu bang. Oke
You'll be there
bang.
in person on the day of the
Thank
release,
you.
So we'll get a good look at him then. I
Agak
hear
lama
he's
sih download
actually
itu, Bang.
pretty young.
Dia akan hadir secara langsung pada hari perilisan, jadi nanti kita bisa melihat orangnya. Aku dengar dia orangnya masih sangat muda.
Wait a minute. Did you just
Bang
hear that?
baru dengar tuh nggak
Not
Singku
only will
bukan hanya
Xingqiu
bakal
be
mendapatkan
signing
novel
novels
waktu
at the release, but his
tulisan tangannya
handwriting is
juga rapi
super
banget.
neat.
Di mana Singku?
Hello there. What can I get for you?
Bisa saya bantu?
Hi, do you have any special recommendations today?
Udah si hari ini?
Why, of course.
Bisa
I
udah sekali makan
personally
laut.
recommend our
Ini
freshly
segar
caught
beberapa hari
seafood.
terakhir turun hujan
It's been
deras sehingga
pouring
kapal
these
nelayan
past 2
belum bisa
days,
berlayar
so
sama
the
sekali,
fishing
tapi
boats
cuaca
haven't
akhirnya
been
cerah
able to
juga.
sail at all.
Kami dapat
But
tanggapan
the
yang
weather
sangat
finally
segar.
cleared up today, so we have some fresh catch.
So the weather at sea has been bad these past
Bang,
few
orang
days?
tuh lu kerja bang. Ya bang, cuaca di laut beberapa hari ini memang buruk.
It sure has. A few guests
Ya
from
betul,
near
beberapa tamu
were just
dari
telling
UM
me that their
beritahu
boat
kalau
was
kapal
heaving
yang
and rolling all the way here.
kencang dan naik
They
turun
couldn't
sepanjang
do
dalam
anything
perjalanan
but
ke sini.
sleep the
Tidak ada
entire
yang bisa
trip.
mereka lakukan selain tidur sepanjang perjalanan.
Oh,
Oh,
this
ini
might be
kayak
some
jadi
useful
informasi yang berguna.
information.
Setelah Singku sampai semua orang.
That was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well.
Tadinya khawatir nggak selera makan karena kamu kurang tidur. Bang, kerja apa bang?
Let's talk to Xingqiu and see if he
Orang
says anything
tuaku.
useful.
Kerja bang. Sekarang kesempatan kita Google, coba mulai ngomong sama Singku dan lihat apa dia ngomong sesuatu. Bang, aku turun dulu ya. Oke Bang Teguh, kasih ya udah mampir Bang. Thank you. Tidur lah Bang, tidur buat sahur. Mungkin kita bisa mulai dengan menanyakan perjalanan. Kita kan bisa pengalaman tentang perjalanan ke sini. Coba tanyakan pada.
Well, I've never embarked on such a long journey before. Though I was quite excited when we set off, the long days at sea quickly became most monotonous.
Speaking of the journey, did anything noteworthy happen along the way?
Well, to be honest,
Justru aku
I
menghabiskan
spent
sebagai
most of
besar
the trip with
waktuku
my
hanya
nose
untuk
in a
membaca buku
novel.
selama di perjalanan.
Well, that didn't tell us much.
Kok ganti profil Teguh? Teguh ganti profil. Rasa informasi belum cukup deh buat kita. Itu Teguh ganti profil dia tampan nih. Semangat Bang streamnya. Oke, thank you Bang Teguh udah mampir. Sayang Bang Teguh. Coba tanyakan padanya tentang buku ini.
By the way,
Aku ngomong
Shinjo,
buku apa yang kamu
what
maksud
book were
Cap?
you reading on the way here?
Oh,
Oh.
I was reading a novel called Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It was sent to me by my editor.
Teguh.
Didn't you feel
Enggak,
dizzy while
mabuk laut,
reading on the ship?
It was nothing I couldn't handle. Don't forget,
Ini kan seorang
I'm
yang mahir.
proficient in the arts of the Guhua clan.
Emang benar
That
sih
being
tidak
said,
sedikit orang yang
there were
mengalami.
quite a few people aboard who felt seasick.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything suspicious about what he said so far.
Coba ceritakan tentang pemandangan selama perjalanan.
To be honest, there wasn't much to see.
Jadi
Just
mati
water
cuma
all
melihat air
around,
saja
morning
sepanjang
to
air
night.
perjalanan yang
The
menonton.
sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow a little impatient. So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma, everyone crowded the deck to have a look.
Karena waktu puncak gunung juga kita sejauh kami mendekati pulau-pulau.
However, the
Tapi
ship
kapal
sailed
layar
along at a
ketika kurang
crawling
butuh
pace.
1 hari
It
lagi
took a
dari
whole day
saat
from the time
kami
we saw
melihat
the
puncak.
mountain peak to the time we docked.
Bahasa Arab apa itu Bang? Artinya
Paimon didn't catch anything
alaba.
suspicious so far.
Paimon masih nggak nangkep ada hal-hal yang mencurigakan deh sampai sekarang. Kamu salah justru ada.
Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the docks, then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the top of the mountain.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence.
Masih butuh lebih banyak bukti.
Let's discuss creating novels with Shincho.
Coba instruksi buatannya.
While it is entertaining to read novels, writing one is an endeavor of its own. You must give great thought to every detail, from the layout of the plot to the rhythm of the lines. And even when you have come up with interesting content, there's still no guarantee that it will be to your liking.
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's writing a book, creating art, or studying alchemy, seldom can you really feel joy after seriously
Bang,
delving into the
Genshin
work.
cara mabar gimana? Kalau Genshin tuh harus ini dulu Bang, naikin dulu rank adventure-nya sampai 16 dulu Bang, baru bisa mabar. Aku yang bisa masuk tempat Abang. Kalau Abang nanti nggak bisa masuk tempatku, soalnya level kita beda itu. Tapi kalau aku bisa. Baik itu masuk buku membuat karya seni untuk mempelajari aku. Misalkan kesenangan.
Shincho and
Karena
Albedo
naikinnya
are
tuh ngedein
getting
aja
into
misi-misi ya
some
Bang.
topics now.
Ceritanya.
But nothing
Singku sama
suspicious
Albedo
has
lagi
come up.
ngomong topik yang lebih serius nih sekarang, tapi kayaknya belum muncul hal yang mencurigakan. Ceritakan tentang ilustrasi.
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing the illustrations in my novel. My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential. Yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations. This made me feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
Minimal gue level berapa bisa mabar? 16 Bang.
Thank you.
Tapi bagaimana walaupun
However,
aku juga mengambil
I took
beberapa
some risks in
risiko.
the illustrations, so I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself. Light novel illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
Doesn't sound like anything suspicious has come up so far.
No, there was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma. So, logically speaking, there's...
Aduh, pencet lagi. Terus kan
Shincho,
kami punya pertanyaan
we have
satu
something
gitu.
very important to ask you now.
Makasih Bang. Yoi, sama-sama Bang Dik.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a
Ibu,
sudden?
kenapa kamu harus berbohong?
Huh?
Ah,
I'm
kurang
afraid I
mengerti.
don't follow.
Mr. Okazaki
Okazaki
told
ngasih
us
tahu kami
earlier
sebelumnya
that
kalau
actually the
kenyataannya
weather
cuaca di laut
is
lagi
very
buruk
bad these
banget
past
beberapa
few
hari
days.
ini. Jadi
So
pas
when you said that
kamu
everyone came
buruan
running to
bilang
get
kalau
to
semua
see
orang
Mount
berbondong-bondong ke
Yogo,
bukit
that
gunung.
happened.
Nah mungkin kayak gitu.
On top of that, the
Selain
latest
itu, edisi
installment
terbaru
of The
dari
Legend
Legend
of
Pedang
Sword will
hanya
only
ada
be
dirilis
revealed at the
festival Idoro.
Irodori
Bahkan
Festival.
kami sedang
Even we, the creators,
Nulisnya
haven't received
belum
a sample
menerima.
copy. If that's the
itu
case,
bagaimana kamu bisa
how could
tahu?
you know what my illustrations look like?
Well,
Oh berarti Singkum pencurinya rupanya. Kirain siapa nih?
The jig's up, Shincho. You were already in Inazuma before today, weren't you? Are you in some kind of danger but
Kamu
can't
lagi
tell us
berbalik.
the truth? Don't worry. The Traveler and Albedo are no pushovers. We can help you.
Jagoan dan kami pasti nolong kamu.
no, please. You misunderstand me. I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all. I did in fact come to Inazuma
Tidak
early to
mau
handle
untuk
some things. Let me consider how to explain
Bagaimana
this.
caranya menjelaskan?
Oh, this is most embarrassing.
Oh, well, if this isn't a
Menyangka kalau aku
coincidence,
bisa bertemu dengan
I didn't
kamu.
expect to see everyone here.
Huh? Tone deaf
Mama,
Bard,
jangan
what
ngapain.
are you doing here?
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine aged wines. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
Paimon knew you
Mabuk,
couldn't
Fenty suka
possibly be up
mabuk.
to anything good.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings. I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago. She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the
Menangkap
criminal
penjahat yang
who
mencuri
stole those
semua
copies of the Legend
salinan
of
legenda
Sword.
pedang itu. Jadi
You needn't
kalau
worry
kalian
about
tidak
it
perlu
any
mengkhawatirkannya
longer.
lagi. Lah, Singku,
The
kriminal yang
criminal
mencuri
A
legenda pedang.
Legend of Sword?
Pan dia sendiri kok.
Did I say something I
Dia
shouldn't have?
seharusnya, Bang buka puasa lu makan apa? Anjir, aku makan
Oh no.
tidak tahu makan nasi
The
mungkin.
person they apprehended. Was it by chance
Oh,
an
tidak
editor
orang.
named Onodera?
Aku buka puasa makan nasi, nah. Bang tidak orang-orang yang mereka tangkap apa betulan seorang editor yang namanya Oden.
Apologies,
Maaf,
Kujo
saya
Sara
tidak
didn't
menyebut
mention
namanya,
me.
tapi aku melihat sedang
But
membawa
I
seorang.
saw her taking someone toward Hanamizaka.
Everyone, it's too late to
Lumayan,
explain.
setiap waktu.
We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
Aduh, si Singku lagian kocak lah. Ada aja lagian.
Please, wait. Onodera is innocent.
Oh, so you
Kelihatannya
must
kamu
be
adalah
the
sang
author
penulis
of A
legenda pedang.
Legend of
Tidak menyangka
Sword.
kamu datang.
I didn't expect to see others tagging along with you.
Anyway, you mustn't take him
Tidak boleh
away.
membawa pergi.
I can explain everything.
No need to worry, Genyu.
Tapi khawatir
I've
Zenyu.
just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
Oh, phew.
Jangan membuatku
What a
lega.
relief. Wait a minute.
Sebentar, jadi
Does
apa kalian semua
everyone
di
else
sini
here
sudah
already
tahu?
know?
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched
Utama di
2
sini
additional
untuk mencegah
squads here
tersangka
in
melarikan
order
diri.
to prevent the suspect from escaping.
Shincho looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on
Belum
here?
ada-
Though it's most embarrassing,
Orang sudah
it appears quite a few people are aware of the
kita
situation
tidak ada
now.
gunanya lagi untuk
There's no
bersuara.
use keeping it a secret. In the end, I'm the one responsible for this whole predicament.
No, Genyu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. Everyone.
Sorry ada orang. Genju aku harus bertanggung jawab atas semua.
For the Iridori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors.
Yeah.
Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yai publishing house, but Lady Yai also gave me a lot of support. However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Genyu.
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point, so signing events are really not my forte.
Even though such an event will be difficult for Genyu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with a solution. So these past few days, Genyu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough. So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, Genyu could use these few days to sign them all.
Singku udah tahu. Aku pikirkan sebuah ide untuk memindahkan buku tersebut dari dalam gudang tempatku.
I thought everything would work out without a hitch. I never expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse.
Kalau seorang menyadari hilangnya buku-buku itu dari dalam gudang.
To make things worse, I
Dan
was on
hal yang
vacation and staying with Genyu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the situation had turned into such a huge mess.
Akhirnya aku sama sekali tidak menyangka kalau
all of this happened because I wanted to prove myself through this event.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting. Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures. At a previous event, the Yai publishing house had requested autographs of authors so that they could be put on display. I practiced tirelessly for an entire day to finally deliver a stylish and elegant signature for the event.
Sampai akhirnya bisa memberikan tantangan indah dan elegan untuk acara tersebut.
But looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding. Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
Yeah, that's right. All that matters is that Shincho and his books are okay.
Onodera, I think you should explain the truth regarding the stolen books to the rest of the people on Rito.
Yes, I understand. I'll apologize to everyone.
We should probably be heading back to Rito as well. Let's tag along.
Si Singku pelakunya rupanya.
More speed.
Onodera, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave these few days?
I'm very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused.
Yes, Onodera, but why didn't you tell everyone earlier? If you had told us, we could have thought of some ways to help you.
That's right. We're a team, and we should be helping each other in tough situations like this.
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help Genyu with his signatures. How is your progress so far?
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night these past few days, I've only finished
Laku apa
perhaps
bang?
1/10
Ini
of the
nggak ada
signatures.
ceritanya bang. Pelakunya tuh dia sendiri gitu. Orang yang membuat bukunya sendiri gitu pelakunya.
I understand.
Murata.
Murata, go back to the Yai publishing house and get Aratani to book a room on the second floor of the Uyu restaurant. We'll be using it for Genyu's emergency calligraphy lessons.
Yes, Mr. Kuriyama.
Maaf bang kalau suaraku
Just so
kecil.
happens that my brother is a
Soalnya
calligrapher.
lagi rame
Should
sini.
I ask him to lend his assistance as well?
Kan saudaraku ada. Apa aku perlu memintanya untuk membantu kita juga?
Yes, good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me.
Jadi ingat.
Two calligraphers from Liyue arrived today. We've worked with them before, so I'll go and ask them to help out too.
It seems I'm really in for it now.
No need to worry, Jinyu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter of your novel in just 1 week's time?
Buset, bikin novel dalam waktu seminggu.
Yes,
Sangat gigi.
but writing novels and learning calligraphy are two entirely different skills.
Even though Singcho still has to deal with his handwriting issue, Paimon somehow feels a little relieved now.
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop, but I've come to realize that solving problems with others also has its merits.
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us along the way.
Huh? You mean whoever left behind those stories about the 5 Kasen?
Bang, aku mau share boleh nggak? Boleh bang, share lah. Makasih loh. Udah share ya bang Dik, thank you.
Pardon me, but what are you talking
Ya sedang
about?
kalian ngobrol kan.
Oh, right. We haven't had a chance to explain things to Shinjo yet.
I see. It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when we were moving the books. Albedo, may I ask you one thing? Are you able to include me in a portrait as well? Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that story, but I also hope that I'll remember this lesson.
No problem. Considering the similarities between the portraits and the events that have taken place, you're
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual,
Tahu namanya.
under whose coercion Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Akahito. Widih, buset, GG Albudi menggambar.
He finished the portrait of Aoi no Okina in no time at all. Wonder how Shincho's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Restaurant. Hey, do you think whoever left those stories for us
Kita
could be
mungkin
hiding
lagi
somewhere
sembunyi di
nearby?
suatu tempat di dekat sini.
Oh, hello? Mr. Storywriter? Are you here? Could you please help Shincho with something? He's a friend of ours and the release of his new book is super
Perilisan
important to
buat
him.
Lah, siapa nih?
What's it do? It was just a cat. Looks like we can't make them reveal themselves that easily. It's getting late now.
Iyalah GG Albudiku, enggak Albudi burik-burik.
Docks and wait for another ship tomorrow morning.
Ini siapa nih ya? Kapal besok pagi. Lah, ini siapa? Selesai bersambung. Ini apa lagi? Buset misinya. Oke, dapat penagen lumayan. Ini bisa kah? Ya tunggu, ini bisa nggak? Oh nggak bisa. Terbuka setelah quest lukisan baru berwarna merah. Hah? Ini lukisan apa nih? Hah? Misi dulu.
So many complaints. What should I do?
Tuh harus bagaimana? Ada yang bisa bantu? Ada yang bisa dibanting?
The traveler who my superior said would come and help us out.
Yang atas gue bilang mau bantu ya.
You came at the
Gue
perfect
tanpa
time.
waktu, kami ada
We're facing a
sedikit
small
masalah.
problem here. As you know, the Iridori Festival is underway.
Festival Idoris kan sedang rame-rame nih.
In addition to all the things on sale, there's a lot of free entertainment programs available. But today, we received numerous complaints that a group of people have been hogging the Tanuki photo board. They won't leave so no one else gets to use it. What a headache.
Lah kan tinggal diusir. Mantap. Ya tangkap lah, nah ini. Ya tangkap lah.
Arrest them? Well, it would solve the immediate problem. But don't you think that if the Tenryou Commission starts arresting people without good cause, we'll soon have a bigger problem on our hands? The first thing we tried was negotiating with them, but ultimately these facilities are open to everyone, and there's no time limit on usage. This means that as long as they haven't done anything technically illegal, even if they keep hogging it, there is nothing we can do. So, can you try negotiating with them for us? If these complaints can't be resolved and Madame Kujo finds out, I'll lose my bonus this month for sure.
Having a photo board, huh? We know who would do something like that. Should we go and have a look?
Thank you so much. You'll find them by the Tanuki photo board just east of the square.
Wah anjir rata gitu. Kampret aja. Kayak yang samperin dulu. Antri apa lagi nih? Rata gitu, pembaru. Bagaimana kabar lo?
Oh, you came here for the Iridori Festival too? Oh, see, I knew it! Great minds think alike, huh?
Lupa gak salah dia rupanya. Kocak lah.
You're such a child.
Dasar bocah.
We're here to take care of a little problem.
Yo, right. Yeah, well, who's got a problem? The Arataki gang considers it our born duty to help those in need.
Siapa coba?
Huh?
The Arataki gang is the problem. The Tenryou Commission said you guys have been hogging the photo board and nobody else has had a chance to use it.
Parah.
Oh, well, no, we haven't. It's kind of a long story. Hey, Mamoru, you're up. Explain the situation to these good people.
Ngacain. Ya, Paimon juga bener ya, Paimon juga sama. Kita panjang jelas kasih tahu merasa ada apa.
Yes, boss.
The story starts 2 months ago, when we first found out about the Iridori Festival. As everyone knows, this is a festival all about showcasing culture, with books on all kinds of topics on display and for sale. Our boss is very forward-thinking. He thought we should seize this golden opportunity to publish some material introducing the Arataki gang and help craft a glorious public image.
He also said we can make some money out of it to support ourselves.
Well, that wasn't the main reason, obviously.
Of course that was your main reason.
At first, we had plenty of time. In 2 months, boss planned to write 60 pages.
But 1 month in, and he'd written a grand total of 1 line.
Well, I mean, come on, you gotta make sure the quality is up to scratch.
More like worst procrastinator ever.
So we cut some of the planned content, and figured it would still be fine if we could put out 20 pages in the next month.
But the day after that, the boss got a hold of this card game
Bagian main
called
kartu
Genius
genius
Invocation TCG. Everyone loved it!
Bos macam apa ini?
It felt like we only played a few rounds, but before we knew it, half a month had gone by. I'm telling you, this game, it's
Itu
pretty
the best,
incredible.
paling pintar. Sangat pintar ya. Otaknya agak ini agak sedeng.
For my writing.
Malah gue.
Sure you were. Inspiration that has absolutely nothing to do with what you were writing about.
So then we only had 2 weeks left. No way was that going to be enough time to publish a book. Boss said we should just make a colorful flyer instead. That way we'd only need to think of a slogan.
That makes more sense. It shouldn't take too long to think of a slogan, right?
Yeah, it didn't take long at all. We came up with 30 slogans between us in just half a day.
But 30 was too many, and we couldn't agree with each other on which one to use. It took us a week to make the final decision.
That was when we realized we'd have to pay an expensive express fee for the printing, because there was so little time left.
And we couldn't afford it.
Bokeh.
You gotta take it
Buru-buru itu tidak bagus kalau bayar biaya press. Nanti kerjanya cepet-cepet dan hasilnya pasti banyak cacatnya. Parah ini bos. Tidak berguna. Tapi cuma terima hasil yang terbaik karena itu Tuan besar ini memilih untuk mundur saja.
That, yep, well said. You gotta do what keeps you
Jadi
happy.
bikin senang
Same
Oni.
goes for humans and Oni alike. But it's not every day that you get to go to an Iridori festival, right? So priority number 1 right now is enjoying ourselves to the
Realistis. Memang realistis sekali dia. Ini contoh-contoh orang pengangguran.
And the way you chose to enjoy yourself
Bisa bikin senang itu.
a novelty photo board?
So at first, boss brought us here to buy some
Saya ada
drinks.
semacam minuman
He said
ringan
it was some sort of
edisi.
Iridori Festival limited edition soft drink available.
That's right. This ain't no ordinary drink either. It's a special edition joint creation of Sailing Breeze and Yai Publishing House, as featured in the popular novel Pretty Please Kitsune Koji.
Kamu cantik deh. Oh, cantik deh anjir.
What?
But when we got to the festival, the staff wouldn't let us in
boleh
because of
masuk
our
katanya.
usual outfits.
Iyalah gocak
They said we
bajunya
had
kayak
to
gini
show up
pakai
looking like
baju.
our normal selves before they'd let us in.
We'd invested a lot of time and money into the way we looked. And then they accused us of spoiling the image of the city.
Malah bilang kami bikin jelek di kota.
One thing led to another, and by the time we finally got to Sailing Breeze's booth, all the drinks were sold out.
Timpa terus kami akhirnya sampai saling breeze minum sudah habis semua, sudah jatuh tertimpa tangga.
We're pretty
Makan
disappointed,
deh.
but there was nothing we could do. Then we saw this photo
Coba
board on
bisa
the way
apa
back.
coba waktu pulang
All
kami
said
lihat
we
ada
can't let the trip
papan
go to
ini,
waste,
bos bilang
so-
perjalanan ini tak boleh sia-sia jadi. Jadi kalian jajan tempat ini begitu. Jajah tempat gini begitu, wah anjir penjajah.
I beg to differ. It's public property. We didn't commandeer anything. We're just making sure public resources get used to the max.
Dipakai setara efisien.
Yeah, boss is right. We're the ones making the most out of this thing.
Never let a single moment in your life go to waste.
Kayak Arataki. Dan kami sedang memastikan agar papan foto ini tidak sia-sia. Parah ini kurang kerjaan namanya. Hebat betul.
But we spent so much money on our appearance. We only had enough left for one of those drinks. We don't have anywhere near enough to buy books.
But you can't just take over this photo board for yourself because it's free and you don't have any money. Other people have the right to use it too.
I guess when you put it like that, I can kind of see it.
So come on, let someone else have their turn already.
But you know full well that the Arataki gang has a reputation to uphold. If I say I'm gonna make the most out of this board, then I have to live up to my words. If we just scrap our plan like that, we'd be going against our word. A gang's gotta have integrity, or it does. That being said, we won't have to worry about any of that if we can sell this the Arataki way.
The Arataki way, huh? Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
So I, Arataki numero uno Ito,
Kino mulu ino itu nantang tuh duel, anjir duel.
anything goes duel. If you win, I will leave this board alone.
Oke, ayo kita adu kumbang anjir, adu kumbang.
Oh, beetle fighting is an awesome idea. Just so happens I caught myself a true beast of an Onikabuto the other day. I call it Demon of Darkness. Unfortunately, I didn't bring Demon of Darkness with me today, so...
Well, that's a relief.
So, how are we gonna do this duel? Let's think. Yeah, wow, this is a tough nut to crack. Let me think for a second.
Hey, look! Isn't that Toma?
Oh, ada Toma.
He's
Yang
here for
juga
the
datang.
festival too. Why don't we ask Toma how to do this duel? Paimon bets he'll have tons of ideas. Toma! Toma! Over here!
Hey, Traveler and Paimon.
Nah, mana dia nih?
What a nice surprise meeting you guys here. Well, I heard that a certain well-known individual had made an appearance at the festival and taken quite a liking to the Tanuki photo. Since the Yashiro Commission is the host of this festival, I felt I simply had to come and meet them in person.
Tanduk merah kalau tidak salah.
If I'm not mistaken, you must be the esteemed Arataki Ito, leader of the widely renowned Arataki gang. Is that...
Toma, my bro, your eyes do not deceive you. And you are the housekeeper extraordinaire of the Kamisato clan. You're quite the celebrity yourself, you know.
Well, I'm flattered, Ito.
Sanjong
And it's
Ito.
nice to
Senang
meet
sekali
you
akhirnya
too,
bisa ketemu sama
bro.
kamu. Anjir, bro panggilannya.
Whoa. There's a serious bromance developing here.
I didn't expect to run into both Ito and the Traveler here. Speaking of which, I kind of count as the host here, so is anything wrong? Don't worry, you can tell me anything.
It's all Ito. He wants to...
No, it's no.
Bukan terlalu besar gimana kok, kami cuma mau mengadakan duel dan kami lagi mikir duel mau gimana.
Oh, a duel. In that case, I have a suggestion. Since your duel is taking place at the Iridori Festival, why don't you have a volunteering competition? Then you can both do your part for the Iridori Festival while settling your duel at the same time. What do you think?
Volunteering competition? It sounds a little low-key. Not quite hardcore enough for the Arataki gang. I give this idea an interest rating of 2 points. One for the Traveler, one for Toma.
Boss means, 2 points out of 100. Yeah, this job isn't the most high stakes, that's for sure. It just takes a little patience and responsibility. Also, since it's volunteering, by definition, there's no remuneration. All you'll get is this special edition drink from Sailing Breeze, as a small token of appreciation. On second thought, this is nowhere near enough for the prestigious Arataki gang. I don't know what I was thinking.
Wait a sec. What was that part about the, token of appreciation?
Oh, it's just a special edition drink produced by Yai Publishing House and Sailing Breeze. It's really nothing special.
Boss, that's the one.
Itu dia. Kalau kita ambil kesempatan ini kita bisa dapat minumannya. Anjir, sen kali mereka.
Oh, so Toma, my bro, my guy, my dude. Maybe I didn't
My
explain
bro,
properly.
my guy, my
When I
dude.
said 2 points, that's out of a total of 2.
Maksudnya 2 dari keseluruhan 20.
If there's one thing the Arataki gang is known for, I kid you not, it's our patience and responsibility. It's an awesome idea, totally hardcore, practically tailor-made just for me. Traveler, let's do this for our duel, huh? It'll be amazing. Whoever volunteers the hardest wins. What do you think?
You didn't seem too interested in it just a second ago.
Hey, this is the mighty Arataki, above all bold-blooded Ito you're talking to here. I'm gonna say what I mean what I say, might sound mean, but I say it anyway kind of guy. And I say, we're gonna have this duel.
AKA doesn't want people to know he's only doing it for the drinks kind of guy.
If it's decided, then allow me to take the role of your judge. The volunteer work is simple. You just need to give your help to people who need it during the festival. I will assign some job requests that I've already received to you. If you're ready, we can begin.
Oke, kerjanya pertama adalah membantu pedagang yang sibuk kios sekitarnya. Tuh mana nih? Bantu apa nih? Oh ini.
Are you the volunteer? As you can see, there's a lot of dust and I've just been so busy with my customers these past few days. I keep meaning to sweep up, but can you help me clean up the place, please? Hey.
Ya. Oke. Ganti karakter. Oke, inilah ganti. Duh, salah dong. Mana lagi? Anjir, retek itu ya bergerak dong. Mana? Oh nih.
You're finished already? You're wonderful people, all you volunteers.
Anjir, duel malah lagi gitu.
Our next job is to help a visitor.
Hey!
Ketuang-tuang.
Fancy meeting you here at the...
I'm not playing games!
Kenapa
I'm in
namanya?
trouble. I heard they were selling a new kind of tamari at the festivals, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And it's gotta be in your book. Can you help me, mister?
So basically, every time...
Cari apa ya? Oh itu. Set, cepet kali rada gitu.
Great! Thanks.
Siap kak, sama-sama.
Okay, one last...
Ya kalah, seperti itu menyelesaikan semua.
We need to help move some goods at the port. Let's go!
Are you the Great. But I have to get... Can you please help me take it to...
You must be the volunteers here to save the... You must be tired. Put down the goods and have a rest. I heard the Yashiro Commission has arranged for Sailing Breeze to prepare some special drinks for the volunteers as a way of saying thank you. Soy milk is actually one of the ingredients for the drink. It's freshly made every day. In fact, the last batch of soy milk we processed has just been sent over. You'll get to try it very soon.
What? So Sailing Breeze's special drink has soy milk in it? Ito won't be able to drink that!
Kalau bisa minum dong, asal kita ke saling sering best sebelum dia. Anjir menang.
What took you so long? I've been here ages. Completed my tasks a long time ago. So there you have it. When volunteering is the name of the game, no one volunteers harder than Arataki Ito. You lose, I win, and to the victor go the special edition spoils. Behold, the Drink of Champions, created by Sailing Breeze in collaboration with Yai Publishing House, and as featured in the popular work. Woo! All this talk's making me thirsty. Don't mind if I do. Drink of Champions, it's time to come home.
Udah kacang. Udah habis minumnya semua sekali itu udah tewas.
That's the good stuff. That was a mighty fine drink. Although, maybe...
Boss, they said they think there might be, beans in the drink. Huh?
Mencium tanah.
The boss is down! The boss is down!
Quick, get him to a doctor! What's wrong? Can't Arataki Ito drink soy products? He's allergic to beans! Oh my goodness. Okay, quick, grab Ito and follow me. I'll get a doctor. I sure hope it's not too serious. I'm sorry, I didn't even consider this possibility.
was all my fault. Leave Ito to me.
Serahkan saja itu
I'll make sure
padaku.
he stands
Aku
again.
pastikan dia bisa bangun lagi.
Don't worry. I'll see you later.
Ada.
So, your friend is allergic to beans. It's a very rare condition, though I have heard about it. I'm so sorry that our drink caused such a problem. I feel terrible. If you don't mind, please take this. This is a special drink formula with no soy milk. I could see that your friend enjoyed this drink a lot. Although it tastes slightly different without the soy milk, I'm sure this version will be more suitable for your friend. Please accept it, along with our sincere apologies.
Oh, udah selesai ya? Walah, oke, sudah selesai ya. Oke lah teman-teman, sampai di sini aja dulu ya. Maaf tidak bisa bising-bising. Itulah ada orang. Thank you ya udah mau nonton. Thank you Pani, thank you Bang Dik, thank you Teguh. Makasih ya. Aku mau end dulu. Mana ya? Kadang nah. Thank you teman-teman yang udah mau nonton. Makasih loh udah nonton semua ya. Thank you. Aku mau off dulu, jangan lupa di like, di komen, di share, dan subscribe ya. Thank you teman-teman. Bye bye semua.